Well, Pete, coming off the week off and big game on the road, started probably about as well as you could have hoped for, right?
Guys played well. They did. Proud of them, how hard they played. I think Utah State's got a fine team. I really do. And I think our defense played at a really high level. I thought on offense we did some really good things, except for the turnovers. Few too many negative plays. I think if we could clean those up, that'd be good. Credit to Utah State. They got a really good defense.
Defense played well against Southern Miss again tonight. You're starting to see them come together a little bit?
I think they're starting to figure out some things. There's no question about it. I think they're definitely improving, and I think they're starting to just get comfortable playing college football and at the speed of this game and our calls, and they're getting into a better groove.
What was it tonight about that defense that you liked the most?
Well, they got some turnovers. I thought they were pretty stout against the run, and they didn't give up a whole lot. There was one or two passes. They hit one pass on us. Guy was open over the middle. We didn't get a good pass rush, but then they hit another one, and the ball was contested. Their receiver made a play, and you can live with those. But, we made a lot of plays, and they're throwing fades in the end zone right before half, and all that was impressive.
That front seven tonight seemed to come out and sort of set the tone right off the bat against the run and making some plays in the backfield.
And we needed to. Just because we knew they'd probably try to run the ball a little bit more with the quarterback situation, and they set the tone.
Threw it to Shane a lot tonight. That the plan? That what they were giving you guys?
Yeah, I think Joe does a good job of just finding the open guy. I don't think he predetermines, and it's nice to get him the ball downfield, not just at the line of scrimmage and let him do things.
What did happen there at the end of the first half?
They called timeout. They blocked our punt.
Were you thinking they were going to call timeout there?
No, I didn't, and they caught us, and it's a good lesson. So we got to be more aggressive coming out. Have our guard up a little bit more.
And you guys blocked the field goal. How big was the momentum there?
Well, I think it was good because they got the momentum, and I think it's important at halftime that it's either neutral or the other team doesn't have the momentum, and so our guys took it right back. They did a great job, kind of covering up for me not being aggressive enough.
Joe talked about, maybe in the second half you guys need to clean up some details with what you did offensively. Does it feel like there's some untapped potential in this team? Or?
Yeah, I really think that. I really felt it on offenses. We scored some good points in Utah State. It's probably as many points as they've given up or right around there. And but when you're throwing pick sixes and turning the ball over 3 times and some negative plays with our run game, there's too many of those. And so I think there's going to be a lot to learn from this game.
Young team getting your first road win. What does that mean?
But and so against a good team, and the stadium was a great environment and all that, and so we're proud of our guys for coming out here and competing hard.
How do you get to that? You've played 6 games now. How do you find that extra gear or that get into some of that, clean up some of that stuff?
Well, I think it goes back to practice. We've got to be able to practice hard. We've got to clean this up in practice. These kids they've done a good job of really studying. They've done a good job of practicing hard and cleaning up. We're making progress. Seems like there's always something new each game, and we'll look at the film and go from there.
How nice was it to get Aaron back tonight?
It was real nice. He made some good plays out there. He really did. It was good to get him competing. Tough catch a couple different times, and we need him.
That little skinny post kind of touchdown to throw, catch, it's pretty much what you want to look like right there, right?
Yeah, that was good football, and, they're just really good execution. It wasn't poor defense by any stretch. Joe stuck it in there, and he made a tough, courageous catch.
Has it been more the game plan or more just Shane's growth as a receiver that, he's been able to be much more active as a receiver as opposed to doing some of the things last year?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think he understands what we're doing. It's probably a little bit of us, too, getting him the ball downfield. We know he's a dynamic player, though.
A little extra wildcat than usual. Was that something you saw?
I think it depends on field position, down and distance. It's kind of where that comes up.
You brought Kirby and Reese, but they didn't play. They kind of emergency guys tonight, or?
Yeah, they're still a little bit, and we're hoping to get those guys back soon.
And Jake Broyles didn't come?
We lost Jake Broyles for the year, ACL.
In practice?
In practice, yeah.
And that's it for him, right?
That is it for him, yeah.
This game in the Mountain Division race, pretty important. Couldn't afford a loss here. For the team to come out and do what they did, kind of a must-win.
Yeah, and our guys knew it. Going on the road, all those different things. So, I think there's a lot to learn from, but I think there's some confidence that's going to be gained as well. nice thing is we get to play back home next week, and hopefully we can play well and learn from our mistakes this week.
Probably not one you can tell without watching the tape, but Stephen Baggett out there as a freshman, first star. Did you take a look at him, what he was doing out there?
Well, I think he competed hard. I really do. And I know he did a solid job, and we'll pick him apart. And but I know, it's just so nice for him to go play a full game in college as a redshirt freshman against a good defense, and that'll give him a lot of confidence.
Joe set a career high for passing yards out there tonight. And I know maybe sometimes it didn't feel like it, but you guys were able to. They have a very good run defense, and you were able to find some holes in their pass defense.
Yeah, and we would have had to, because again they were doing a good job loading that box and stopping it. So if they take that pass away as well, we'll be in trouble. And they got a couple good corners, and one I lost his name, but number one's a good corner. He does a heck of a
Lawson.
job. I think it was Lawson. We knew that coming in, and he beat us a couple times.
No Aaron, but Jay looked like he ran really hard, which is sort of his standard operating.
Jay runs hard. There's no doubt. If we give him creases, he'll get yards. I do think that our other backs can do some things as well. But they got to break tackles out there, and we give them chances to earn a few more reps. And they'll tell you they need more touches, and we'll say break a tackle. And so it's a little bit of both.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, you guys.